This is a video of how far along I am with my 1594 rebuild. I'm just going to walk through most of the things I've done, and if I can give any advice and take bits off that are difficult, I will. So start with a cab. I've had this in 3 bits. Other panels are over there in my wrapper. I had to weld a lot of the underneath panel, underneath of the cab. I've had to paint the seat. I'm getting new cushions for the seat. I've had to paint it all, got all my lights, and I've got brand new wiring from Jeremy Ferns. I'm waiting on the loom to go up here for all my switches. I've got that, and I've got all of the loom for underneath. I've got my dash loom. I'm just waiting on that top loom and the engine loom, and that's it. And this needed repaired. It's not pretty, but it works, I think. On my heater switches, this is my dash. I've had to paint it all. Got a new heater switch. I've got a new one of them, a new fuse box. I'll need to get some paint for this bit. And Jeremy Ferns has also got me a printed circuit for this. Now, if your dash is like this and it's indented, if you need a printed circuit, he doesn't have those in stock. He just got me one out of an old dash, but if it's a flat dash out of a red 1590, then you should be fine with it. My panels. Here is my nose cone, which had to be all fiberglassed and painted, looking very good. My wings, which I go just fiberglassed. New stickers, other wing, second side panel. My roof needed a lot of repair. I'll put in pictures in the video of what I had to do, but there was a lot of welding. New hinges for the sunroof. I've not got the clips and everything for them. The bonnet's still to be done. I still need to do the bonnet. The grille is on the tractor. My doors, the front window, the steps had to be repaired. Floor mat, this is the old dash wiring loom, which is a bit crusty looking and a bit dodgy. I wasn't wanting to put it back in. It's all quite brittle, and I think a bit of it looks as though it has been on fire before. It's all quite black. A diesel tank. Side lights are all wired in. That one's a bit bent. I might still get a new one for that side, I'm not sure. This one's fine. This one's perfect. Seat, get new cushions. It's the original seat, I believe. Handbrake and all that. This is quite close to being done. I'm just waiting on wiring. And then on to the kind of main bit. The grille. Had to be all fiberglass. I put in a picture. I broke that. I reversed into it one day, accidentally. This was all, needed a wee bit of welding. New lights and brackets with springs. A new bonnet catch. The radiator got re-cored when I got it. That was broken when I got it. I got a new water pump for it. It's had a new steering pump. That was from White House Products in Glasgow. They're just more local to me. I put in a new crankshaft seal. That's done. I've cleaned it in there a wee bit. That was full of stuff. I'm getting a new loom for this. new engine loom, complete new engine loom. What else have I done? The engine. I believe that's it with the engine. And then on at the back end, I've got it. So I've done, let's roll this back a wee bit. So I've done this seal in here for the input shaft. I've got this O-ring, but I need to lift up the gearbox a little bit. So I've got lid off. So this is the gearbox open. I believe this bit's been changed. If I flip this round, that says 1690. But I know that this went in for warranty work with a hydro shift back when it was new. So I think they just changed this out for being broken. The bands look okay. They don't look too bad. Just cover that back up. That looks not too bad. What else have I done? Something that will need to be done, the spool couplers. I think that one's the right one, but it's broken. There's one more that was right, but it was a bit broken. And the other two are just normal ones that aren't right. Okay, and then I'm also putting on a third spool block because I've got one sitting. So I'm just going to put in a third one on. And then this is the front bell housing cover. And this is obviously your gearbox cover. So to take this off, with this part still on, this bit, it's like a shim, would go in between the front of it and in there, I believe. I think. So when you take those bolts out and take this bit out, there is one, two. So there's bolts going along the side of it. And then at the front, there's bolts that go into here. But I had this bit off. And then at the back, I'll show you. Because it took me and my father a bit of figuring out to get this bit. I don't know if you can see. In here, there's 3 24mm bolts. And then down here, there's a 19mm. Then another 19mm bolt back in there. Once you take those out, you can get the cover off. It's me and my dad could lift it, the two of us, but if you're only doing it yourself, I would recommend either getting somebody to help you or something like that with a chain to lift it, because it is quite a heavy lump of metal. And what else? So I'm getting a third block for there and the lever kit and the bolts from Jeremy. I've got my clutch coming from Bartley Williams, as well as the spindle bearing for the flywheel. And if I come over here, I've also got these bearings coming, the release bearings, because these aren't very good sounding. They're sounding a bit broken. So I've got them coming as well. And I think kind of rounds me up. I've got the wiring for this. All the wiring's ran underneath. I don't know if you'll be able to see. All the wiring under there, all been painted, all nice. I've got side windows on with, we had to make our own pins out of bolts and then just ground a little groove into it to put a circlip, which was handy, so it looked right. Then I made this little bit for my plugs and switches for it. That's the one that works kind of the older stuff, a D plug for the newer kind of things, and then just 2 USB plugs. And then I'm getting The rocker switches for there from Jeremy Fern's. I've got a radio in the house. I'm getting speakers in. I've not got a wiper motor yet, I don't think. I broke that, putting the cab back together, but I fixed it with some longer bolts. The hydro shift kit is getting moved to there. So to take it away from where it would be roughly here on the dash, it's been moved to here, which will look good. And then the loader's getting put in it, so the controls, I'd hate to show you where the red one, they sit about there, but then I'll have to move them forwards a wee bit to boot the road of the hydro shift. I've put new pipes for this on because they were leaking and everything was covered in oil. The vent is fixed. I've got a new fuse box for there, a new Lucas fuse box, and then that's kind of everything I'm up to now with the 1590. I'm just waiting on parts, waiting on my clutch, waiting on bits, and then the 1212 is in here in hibernation. This is the front part of my QD loader, which is off of my red 1590, which is just around the corner, which we're going to use a lock for piecing bits back together with the white one, because this one's obviously complete all together. And then new wings, and this is my weight frame for the front of this one. It's a Hamilton of Lark Hall frame with my Hamilton of Lark Hall weights. The only thing left for this one is I'm getting the bonnet. I need to weld up a wee bit like that, and then there's a bigger bit on the other side. Once that's welded, I'll get it all painted. Then if I just show you where the loader controls are in this one. So they're there, but the hydro shift kit moves it to there from here. So I'll just need to move this forwards a wee bit and then shorten the cables a wee bit, but then that should be fine. Then I'm also getting the third spool for this tractor as well. So I've got 2 blocks actually, which will give this 3 spools for whatever. Might put a hydraulic top link on this one. This one's got the radio, all the switches for light, speaking, front, back, front, headlights. This one's, see this dash is flat. This he's got, if you're needing a printed circuit, he's got ones like this in stock, but not the ones for the older dash. They don't fit. You can change out the dashes if you want, it doesn't really matter. See, that one's flat. It doesn't really make any difference. And then toolbox. So that's a nice tractor, I like this tractor. This one got redone, I believe 2018. This one got done up. Then the wings got put on it in 2024, I believe. So these will be coming off for it because the loader will be going on to the white one. If you see in there, I've put the hydraulic pump in there. If you're wanting one, it's from Jeremy Fern's. It's not a standard hydraulic pump, although it's a single pump. It's a high flow hydraulic pump. So whereas the white one's already got a tandem pump, I'm putting on a high flow tandem pump on it. And that's the wee bit that needs welded on this side. It's a bit of a bigger bit. And then I'm needing one of these for the white one, if anyone knows where to get one, or I'll just need to try and fix mine. But I don't know, it should be fixable, it would just be easier to get another one. And I think I'm going to change that starter out one day, because this tractor's a bit of a lazy starter. But we're going to try and set the tappets again, because maybe, as I was told, maybe if they're worn, it'll be making it a bit of a rough starter, if the tappets are worn. So, that's how far along I am with my 1590. It's getting near putting back together. Once the clutch is in and the rest of my seals, it should be back together. This is the old clutch here. So there's been oil leaking on it, so it's no savable. So I'm just getting a new one for Bartley Williams. Now I have to send him this clutch back to him, so he can, I think he reconditions them and sends them away. That's everything. I think all the tractors that we have had a clutch. Even in that, I don't know where you can see. I think you can see in there. This is the return hydraulic pipe, I think. This is full of wee bits of dirt and metal filings. So I'll need to clean that. And then just while I remember, the radiator in this tractor blew up. The bottom. See on your one, this hose gone from the tank to the radiator. Make sure that's cleared. Otherwise that just builds up pressure and then it blows the bottom out the tank, out the radiator. Because this expansion tank's supposed to let the pressure out. Just make sure that pipe's not choked, because that's what caused this one to blow up. And then that's not... I can't remember exactly how much it was to get the bottom of the radiator done, but I know it wasn't cheap. So just easy thing to make sure, so you don't cost yourself a lot of money. So that'll do. I'll make more videos putting things back together if I remember, once more parts arrive, but I'm kind of stuck with now waiting in bits. So that'll do today. I'll make more videos next time I get parts, and I'll make a video of the clutch when I get it unboxed, whenever that, and it should be here this week. I think this is Monday the 30th, I think, so it should be here midweek, I hope. So that'll do.